Hey, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. So we are going to cover the Bitcoin price and the pump that we just had. We got it pretty right this time, guys. We got it right. We told you, don't get fooled by this Bitcoin volatility. It's going to shake you out. It's going to give you some turbulence, guys. We gave you the update right here. We're going to show you. Don't be fooled by this Bitcoin drop. So now we actually have a rally happening. We have an altcoin rally happening. We have Bitcoin actually getting some bullish volume. We have El Salvador buying Bitcoin again, even against the IMF's warnings of stop purchasing Bitcoin. They said, well, sorry, you're not going to tell us what to do. We're still buying some Bitcoin. So they're buying Bitcoin. We have President Trump addressed the nation and Congress last night, and it was very, very powerful. Very, very powerful. A lot of things were mentioned. A lot of things that had to be put on the table for the American people to see. And so we're going to make America great again. I feel it, guys. I feel it. It's the first time ever that we've had a pro-American president in the past 16 years. We literally finally have someone who wants to actually make America the top place in the world in terms of money, safety, business, agriculture, everything. So this is where we're heading, guys. This is where we're heading. If you're mad, then I don't know what to tell you. I really don't know what to tell you. If you're upset about this, then you're not pro-American. Then you're not American. If you're not pro-America, you are not patriotic enough. Go move somewhere else. If you don't like what's happening right now, if you don't like America winning, then go move somewhere else. The UE likes to lock people up for Facebook posts, and then you have Mexico, who has the fabulous drug cartels. So I'm sure you guys will do well there. So, but if you want to be pro-American, let's go. Let's buy some ADA. Let's buy some Bitcoin. Let's buy some Solana. Let's buy even some XRP, guys. Let's go. All right, so here's the deal. We are having a bounce off of the range lows here. We had on the 5-minute actually creating an inverse head and shoulders pattern on the shorter time frames. Obviously, if you're trading and going into some scalps, you want to look at the shorter time frames. But really, we just want to look at the monthly chart. Honestly, the monthly chart is going to show us that we're bullish. We're in a bullish uptrend. The monthly candle still green. Maybe even the weekly candle is still green as well. Oh, nope. The weekly candle's a little different, but we do have some big wicks there that smacked us right down into the 200-day moving average for Bitcoin. So if you're looking at the daily, though, we're getting a nice green candle on the daily, and we're about 30 minutes away from the market open. So we're going to have to see how this is going to play out for the rest of the market and the altcoins. So now I have actually a lot of altcoin trades open. We actually have a Bitcoin trade open that we caught at 82. We caught it pretty much almost at the low before we started to crank up into these range highs. And so nice entry there. Shout out to everyone who got an entry as around 82,000. And shout out to BLOFIN too, and also OURBIT, two of one of the most bullish exchanges for trading and also for just scooping up some spot buying. Some if you want to get into some potential setups. These exchanges are really awesome to use, so make sure you guys check out the links down below in the description. But all right, let's get into why I have these particular trades open, because this is actually why I wanted to make this video. It's not to come and say, oh, I told you so. We're going to have more Bitcoin going to the upside, but we're actually, because of the nature of what happened last March and last year, we had a mega altcoin season between January, February, and March. Ethereum actually started to tick up, and we're starting to see now that because of the nature of actually what's happening with the Bitcoin ETF. So the Bitcoin spot ETF saw $143 million of outflows, but meanwhile, the Ethereum spot ETF saw $14 million in inflows. So those $14 million, it doesn't seem like a lot. You're like, okay, that's just some chunk change there, and you could see it here. Look, the inflows were about 14 million. So they were offloading some Bitcoin still, but then also wanting to load up on Ethereum. So this is my thesis, is that we're actually going to see the same type of inflow that we were seeing into Bitcoin that made Bitcoin actually pump to the all-time highs to begin with is going to happen the same with ETH. Then what is that going to do to our altcoins? Well, it's going to make them pump. It's going to make them pump. And so, we have some bullish news on altcoins in general, like, Robinhood actually just listed Arbitrum. So Arbitrum, you're familiar with Arbitrum, is a Ethereum layer 2. So we are actually getting some really good sentiment towards altcoins. And if you think about, Trump posting about these particular altcoins being in the strategic reserve like XRP, Cardano, and Solana, and also proposing that they will have a zero capital gains tax on cryptocurrencies held for more than a year. And that could be announced at the crypto summit that's going to be happening this week, Friday, March 7th. So it's huge, guys. We have a lot of bullishness going into the rest of this year, but it's still going to be turbulent. There's going to be shakeouts like we've seen, and all it is just it's a part of the ride. It's part of getting your battle scars. Everyone that has been in crypto has had to see a 90% dump on their altcoins. They've had to see a 25 to 30% drawdown from Bitcoin. I mean, this is the part of the game that you have to be able to survive through to get to the point of having max potential gains in your portfolio. You have to have a bit of a hodl diamond hand attitude when it comes to being in crypto. Because really, yeah, you can step into the casino, you can throw it on the, throw some money at that table, but just know those tables are rigged against you. So unless you know how to play the game fast, then you are, subject to this volatility and the manipulation of all the big exchanges. So just make sure you keep that in mind when you're going into this and know this is a game. You just have to play it. That's all. And it's not going to be easy. It's just going to be consistency. Consistency is what's going to build it. All right, so let's go into why we actually have these trades open. We got the Bitcoin trade open for obvious reasons. We have Cardano, Solana, Pepe, XRP, Polygon, Pol, and Sonic. Now Sonic is the rebrand from the Phantom Opera Chain FTM. Now it is Sonic Labs, the S token. And I believe because of the nature of how Phantom did so well in the previous cycle, and the same with Polygon, that both of these chains and these ecosystems are going to get high liquidity and could be a major institutional pick for altcoins. So this is just like an easy play. I think these trades are going to do really well. And then for obvious reasons, we got the XRP trade in. It's not the first time we've tried to get an XRP trade in, catching it on the run. Would have been nice to actually have our trade that we had open at $1.20 to still be open. But, you win some, you lose some, but you live to trade another day. So, but if we can actually get a target on XRP, we're looking at actually $4 here in the short term for XRP if we continue the momentum and we break out of the bull flag descending wedge on XRP. And then you guys know why we have a Pepe trade open. We feel like if Ethereum really does pick up steam and starts to do what we feel is just overdue for Ethereum to start to break up into all-time highs. If you think about it, Bitcoin is hitting all-time highs. A lot of alts, have hit their all-time highs as well, or gotten close to them, or broken their all-time highs. Ethereum has not broken its all-time highs. I think it's just overdue. And then what that is going to do is send these fundamental ETH coins that have high liquidity and have good communities, but then also just the ETH ecosystem in general will start to go ham. And I just feel like Pepe is going to get a lot of that market share from Ethereum doing well. So this is why I have these particular trades open. And also with the Solana trade, And, Solana, I think, is going to still do really well, even though it's been highly manipulated by these exchanges. They're offloading Sol. They run it up to a certain price. They sell it. They dump it. So we just have to make sure that we know that this is a game that's being played against us. No big deal, but we're going to make sure we keep up with it. Doesn't mean that Sol isn't possibly going to go to $500, $600. Maybe it's being suppressed, there's some rumors going around that possibly, BNB doesn't want the competition of Solana. They're very similar market cap, but the only difference is the supply. And so this is what actually is dictating, the price difference between, say, something like BNB, the Binance Smart Chain token, and Solana. Very, very similar. So we're going to keep up with this, but we think that Solana is still going to do really well. We got the Solana ecosystem. dApps are just like killing it. Volume is higher than any other chain when it comes to actual on-chain metrics and trading data, higher than any chain. The transaction throughput that Solana is able to handle is like 10 times more than what Cardano is. So in terms of tech, if you want to say, okay, if we're going to pick these coins that's in the strategic reserve off of tech, Solana's got more of the tech than Cardano, and XRP. So it's really interesting when it comes to that type of conversation, how Sol kind of outperforms all of them. And it's really interesting how this is starting to play out, how we had the president bull posting on our altcoins. It's crazy. What a time to be alive, guys. So this is why we're in these trades. This is why we have these things open, and we are, we're shooting for the moon. But make sure you guys are hitting the like button, hitting the subscribe button, dinging the bell to be notified. We are giving these updates every single day, and we're also going live. So make sure you actually catch the live, which is going to be in this link right above my head. So come into the live. We're going to be streaming at 11 Eastern Standard Time, and we are going to be seeing how the market opens here in just about 20 minutes. So let's go, guys. I hope you're feeling good, and just remember, don't get fooled. Don't F this up. This is our opportunity. Don't get shaken out, okay? Stick with it, be consistent, and you will win. All right, guys, I'll see you on the next one. See you on the live streams. Peace out. Have a good rest of the day.